What's up, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of the Hot Mic here on the John Rocha channel. I am John Rocha, joined as always by the Insider himself, Jeff Sneider. How are you, Jeff?
Hello, Johnny boy, baby. What's up?
What's going on with those eyes, man? You all right?
I'm all puffy, bro. I didn't sleep much. I'm tired.
Wow.
I got to eat my thing from Harry's that I got on Instagram. The last 2 weeks, John, I've given into Instagram and I just buy all the kind of crap that I see on there. What do you think?
Why do you do that? Like, is it because are you like just down with this?
I'm curious. I bought something called a Men Pen, which is just for guys to color their eyebrows so that they look a little thicker. It's really just, you're just selling me women's makeup with a male name on it.
Yes, of course.
But I was scared to buy it. I haven't used it yet, though.
Oh, God forbid you find out about the TikTok shop. You'll be toast. There is so much to buy on the TikTok shop, and it's discounted a lot of the times. You should stay away from that. You'll have no money by the end of it. This is how you roll.
Yeah, it was a bad experiment. I think it was like, you know, when you're up late and you make those Amazon purchases sometimes.
Oh, of course.
Yes. Yeah, it was one of those.
That's how infomercials made all their money, was playing at 3 a.m. when everyone is like hating their life, wondering they know they want to do some change, and they catch you right at the right time. You can have this house. You can have this life. That's exactly what's going on, man. Marketing.
Woo!
Yeah, anyway, we are here live on a Thursday here. Very excited to be diving into a lot of things going on in the world of entertainment. Jeff, we got some Disney AI stuff. We got some updates on the Paramount Warner Brothers Netflix situation. We got Supergirl stuff. We got Leo. We got Scorsese. We got JLaw. We got Hunger Games. We got so much to talk about here today. But remember, Streamlabs, Superchats, that's how you send in your love, send in your support. You haven't seen us for a week. We know you got questions all bottled up in you like you got a gastrointestinal infection. So let it all out and send us your Streamlabs and Superchats as we go along. Any place you want to start, Jeff? I got ideas, but is there any place you want to start?
I have to start with all these top 10 lists, John. Fundamentally, I'm against the early December top 10 list because first of all, there's so much stuff that people haven't seen. And that is what the month of December is for. It's to go down the list and see, I missed this, I missed that. But I mean, I don't understand how people are even at a place where they can say they've seen everything. So I don't like the timing of it all.
Well, it's an interesting situation because it's been kind of burning up social media over the last couple of days because Variety released their top 10 lists of the year, best movies of 2025. It was put together by Peter DeBruge and Owen Gleiberman. And Owen is one of my reviewers growing up after Siskel and Ebert. It was Peter Travers and Gleiberman. I read Gleiberman on EW all the time. So he's an older critic, DeBruge a younger critic, but they put their list together and they did not include Sinners in either one of their lists, which they're getting raked over the coals about. And they had Mission Impossible 8 and they had 28 Days Later on their lists above Sinners. And the only black film on their lists is a French black film. So there's a lot of pushback, a lot of situations. Or even Wendell Pierce from The Wire and recently of Elizabeth.
It's ridiculous. Okay, now, I mean, there are multiple things to talk about here, how critics have terrible taste these days. But yeah, the pile-on is absurd. And to see it from Wendell Pierce and guys like Matthew Cherry.
That's Matthew Cherry, yeah.
Yeah, and Cheo Hadari Coker.
Yeah.
Like, guys, what are we doing here? What are we doing?
I'm on their side, Jeff. You tell me, what are we doing? Go ahead.
Sinners is not anywhere close to one of the top 10 movies made this year.
Oh my God.
Not even it's going to be like top 50 for me.
Mm-hmm.
And that doesn't mean I'm a racist or I didn't like it. I liked it fine. It's one of the top 25% of movies I saw this year.
Right.
Okay. It's only in your top 10 list if you've seen 10 movies this year.
I've
seen over 100, and it's not even it's not even a question that Sinners will not appear.
Okay.
It's a messy movie.
You can tell me Steve is a better movie than Sinners?
I can't speak to Steve. Yeah, I mean, listen, there are choices on not just these lists, but lists all over, like Ethos, for example. Ephes is a really nice shaggy dog movie about a bunch of locals playing baseball.
Right.
There's no plot, there's no story. It's literally just a bunch of 50-year-old guys playing baseball until it gets too dark to not play baseball.
That's my Wednesday.
This movie's on number 1 on this list, number 3 on this list, and you're just like, what? A perfectly fine movie, and I understand wanting to go to bat for it and give it that mention at the end of the year, but like, you're crazy.
Okay. The Hollywood Reporter has it at number 7, Sinners. And this was compiled by David Rooney, John Fletcher. Huh?
Do they deserve a medal? I'm
telling you, do you think that they only saw 10 movies all year? You know they did. So why would you?
But it's not like these are opinions.
Of course. Yes.
So I'm not going to get down on the variety guys for having different opinions, bad opinions, whatever it may be. They're opinions. And so for people like those guys who know what the score is, who are, smart people,
right?
Say, oh, these guys must be racist, or there's an agenda at play here, an agenda at work, or a conspiracy because Variety kicked Sinners when it first came out. And so they're trying to continue what?
Wait a minute. Let me answer the counter for just a second here. You and I have both gone after Penske Media, Jay Penske, and you and I have worked for somebody in the past who said, well, if you're going to do a list, this movie better be at this number or you can't do the list. And so it's not out of the realm possibility that Penske, because they got their asses handed to them, Variety did, for that opening weekend box office article, which was ridiculous and it was not consistent across the rest of the year for the other opening big movies and their opening weekend box offices. But it's not out of the realm possibility that Penske said to them, that movie doesn't go on the list. And, if you want your salary, that movie doesn't go on the list.
Dude, how far down the rabbit hole have you gone? You are so conspiratorial.
Baby pool. That's only baby pool level, Dave. Give me a break.
I'll give you credit for being right about Trump conspiracies and things like that. You think that Peter DeBruge and Owen Gleiberman got called up to the principal's office in Jay Penske's office, and he said, you guys can't put Sinners on your list?
It might not even be them. It might have been the editor who said to them, listen, guys, you can't put Sinners on the list. Put everything else on the list.
It didn't happen, and that's an insane thing to suggest.
That's not really that insane. Hollywood is driven. You know that we were just talking about Penske Media for weeks on this show. You know how he influences the coverage. We know that they're going hand in hand with the studio. Why is it out of the realm possibility they might put their finger on the scale a little bit and remove one of these movies that they got so much shit about?
The idea that the critics are even thinking about that was all like box office coverage. It had nothing to do with like their reviews.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm getting back to the fact that I think it might have been Penske's telling the editors, remove that movie. Something else you're not going to put that movie on your list. You think that's out of the realm possibility? The Penske signs their fucking
Yes,
papers?
I think it's out of the realm of possibility. Yes.
You're insane.
I do not think that Owen Gleiberman, who's been writing about movies for 40 fucking years,
and needs his job
on his list, turn it in, and then they say, actually, we can't put this on because we're supposed to be having some crusade against sinners.
But you and I both know that a lot of people who work in our business love the shine of working in our business. So if something threatens to remove them from a high perch place like Variety, they might be a little more willing to play ball. You and I know that. That's not so crazy to say, Jeff. You've worked for people who've told you what to write, what not to write, what you can and can't say. What the fuck?
So I don't even understand. Playing ball in this case is leaving Sinners off. Wouldn't playing ball mean putting Sinners on the list to placate this angry audience?
No, because it could be from a place of pettiness that they're mad that they got shit for it. And like two critics. Now, where's Clayton Davis? Where's his response? Where's his top 10?
He doesn't do a top 10. He's a fucking awards guy. He's not a film critic. I don't want to hear about his top 10.
He is a film critic. He's a member of critics organizations. He is a member of critics organizations.
And he shouldn't be.
Well,
a lot of people in critics organizations, guess what? Aren't fucking critics. He doesn't write reviews. He doesn't give criticism.
This is not a you guys are like, I see this idiot, Robert it's a conspiracy. It's not a conspiracy theory. This is not fucking JFK. This is a boss.
Not only
don't do that.
Not only are you showing your ass by putting Sinners on your list.
I'll show you my ass in a minute.
Not a movie worthy of being a top 10.
That's
but
ridiculous.
You're really, you're telling on yourself here. This whole conversation.
I'm not. I'm telling you about the business, and you know about the business. You've worked for people. We did a Star Wars list over at a certain outlet. You weren't a part of this. And we were told that if we don't put certain films at certain numbers on the list, we weren't going to be able to even do the video list.
You're talking
about conspiracy.
Different things. You're talking about a group list. And I agree. Having been a Collider and I made one group list over there, I would never ever do it again.
Right.
It was the dumbest fucking list I've ever been a part of.
Yes, but I'm saying the boss said to us, no matter what numbers you guys come up with, these films need to hit this number, or else
they're making the Collider staff list. Okay, if it's just John Roca's fucking Star Wars rankings, no one's gonna be like, John, you can't do that on your own individual list. You did not,
because I don't work for anybody.
Feedback at Collider,
but I don't work for anybody. If a boss tells me you can't put that on there, and he signs my paychecks, is it really that hard to believe that I might remove one movie from the situation?
This conversation is so ridiculous. It's so dumb. If I were watching the show, I would turn it off because there's not even a 1% chance that happened here.
That's nonsense. To say that's not a 1% chance is nonsense. So whatever. All right. So you think it's just a matter of coincidence that two writers at Variety,
two people. Wait, two. Now this is crazy. Two people didn't think it was top 10. Wow.
The top critics at Variety did not include Sinners
because they have taste. They have taste. Sinners doesn't belong on the list. If you have Sinners on your list, you either saw 10 movies or you have bad taste.
And you don't think MI8 is on the list to kiss Tom Cruise's ass? Do you think one of them legitimately thinks that MI8 is a better film than Sinners with the messiness of the first 45 minutes?
That's even a crazier opinion. I agree with you. Mission Impossible, this last one was a mess. It was like a total disaster. There's no question Sinners is better than Mission Impossible Final Rip. But that's Owen's opinion because Owen is in love with the Looney Tunes airplane sequence. I don't know how to explain it. Well, I can chalk it up to what I've been saying for years. Everybody has bad taste except for me.
It's ridiculous.
Sorry.
Yeah, well, I think it's ridiculous, and I think it's
like this conformity where literally when you click on a top 10 list, you are expecting almost to go down to the bottom and see number one battle after another, number two, Sinners, number three, Marty Spring. It's the same 10 movies on every people's list because everybody thinks like a fucking hive mind these days.
They don't, because the two lists are completely different in a lot of ways, even in the Variety situation. My thing, though, is I have no problem with black artists and black creatives calling it out when two lily white critics at a high level place like Variety do not include a predominantly black movie that is getting all kinds of positive reviews and positive responses. You could be the person on the island. That's fucking fine. Build your I hate Sinners fire. I don't care. But these people,
no one is building that. I'm not saying I hate Sinners.
Well, you're saying it's if it wouldn't even make your top 100 is what you said.
I just said it was 49, John. Are you listening?
Shouldn't even be 49.
It is 49.
My point, though, is that these black creators have a right to call this shit out because for decades, the business always shat on black movies, didn't give them love, didn't give credit.
What does the business have to do with Owen Gleiberman and Peter?
Historical.
Go through their top 10 lists for the last 20 years, which are probably all available online. You're telling me I'm not going to find black films on there? American black films? That's insane.
But no one's saying that. Look, okay, first of all, I never said either one of them are racist, nor am I implying that they're racist.
Those writers did, didn't they, on the internet? They did, and they were wrong to do so. Well, that's why I can't take Matthew Cherry seriously, because everything is just, oh, whitey, oh, he's a racist, this. Fuck you, Matt Cherry. Fuck you.
Yikes. Okay. But I think he's got a right to call stuff out. I think he's got a right to put the conversation in the mix. Why not?
Right to be a moron.
When did we become such snowflakes that we can't have conversations like this? Get our feelings butthurt or whatever. Like, it's fucking nonsense. We can talk about everything.
I'm allowed to call these people dumb. I mean,
sure, you are.
Whoever is making this argument, you are dumb.
Okay. I disagree completely. I think it's okay to call this out. I think it's okay to bring in historical context. And I think it's great to speak for a film that you believe in, that is damn good, that stars members of your community, and that really highlighted an up-and-coming establishing director like Ryan Coogler, that this is yet another masterpiece from his oeuvre.
I think it's one of the most disgusting things you can do in the world is call someone a racist when they're not a racist.
Well, fair.
Call Peter and Owen racist or insinuate that they're racist because they didn't put that movie on the top 10. Those guys, anyone who did that,
yeah,
they're done in my book.
Wow. Bullshit. Wendell Pierce called you up tonight. You'd fucking do an interview with him. He's not done in your
and I'd say, Wendell, why are you such a moron for thinking that? That's the first. That would be the first question. Are you fucking for real, Wendell Pierce?
Fair enough. You probably put a cigarette out on your face, but yes, I hear what you're saying. But no, I think this is going to be a fascinating situation because people are reacting very strongly to it. I think it's fair. I think it's fair to call it out. I think it's fair to have the conversation, and I think it's fair for you to push back and call it out. Just like I think it's fair for people to call out the two critics and say that this is something
literally not fair. It's literally unfair.
I don't think it's unfair at all. What you can if you can question someone's opinion and question someone's intentions.
I question their intelligence is what I question.
So do they. They're questioning these guys' intelligence, and I think that's fair as well. And their credibilities as critics. I think that's totally fair. All right. Now that we've got that out of our system as a pregame warm-up, what do you want to move on? Shall we talk? Let's move in. Let's move on to this. Let's talk about this, Jeff. This dropped today, earlier this morning. I did my reaction. It's up on the channel. Supergirl, the teaser trailer dropped today, about 2 minutes, 20 seconds. We got shots of Lobo. We got shots of Crypto peeing on Superman in the newspaper. And we got a big, healthy dose of Millie Alcock and what she's doing in this movie. And we did get a little bit of that Guardians of the Galaxy energy, Guardians of the Galaxy vibe, and some nice needle drops from Debbie Harry and some score stuff as well. So your thoughts on the trailer? What are you feeling?
This was bad. This was a bad trailer.
Wow. Oh, my God. We're just going to fight the whole show. Go ahead. Yes, go ahead.
It's all over the internet. I mean, even the way Boris Kent, the nicest fucking guy, is like, say what you will about this trailer, but this, and this. Well, you don't start your tweets, say what you will about this trailer if sentiment across the board wasn't fucking negative.
I don't know who you're talking to.
This movie is going to be lucky to gross $400 million.
Okay. I think that's fair because it's not a well-known character, outside of the CW or people who read comics. So a lot of the casuals, they probably last thing they heard Supergirl was like the Helen Slater movie. So not a lot of people know her. So I understand that. That's fair. But I thought this trailer was fantastic. I loved it. I love the energy. I love what she's doing. I love what Millie Alcock Gillespie is directing her to do. I like a lot of people calling it the color grading. Ugh, color grading.
Brown.
Who gives a shit? I loved it. I thought that was great. She's going through something. I like
Sorry, go ahead.
No, and I just like the special effects and I like the visuals. Go ahead, finish your point.
To start with the dog, I was just like, really? We're doing this again? We're starting with the fucking dog again?
It's her dog. It's her dog.
I don't give a shit about her pets. I don't give a shit about who cares? I want to see fucking Supergirl. I don't want to see Crypto, the fucking movie. Why are we starting the trailer like this again?
Well, because they want, because they know dogs appeal to a lot of people, Jeff, and Crypto was a standout of the Superman movie. So, and we know that's her dog, and that was her scene in Superman was getting her dog. So they started out that way. She wakes up. The peeing on the Superman newspaper. All these dudes are losing their fucking minds like spider monkeys in a zoo throwing shit at the wall over that. It's no big deal. He pissed on the newspaper. So what? Dogs piss on everything. They don't give a fuck who it is. They just pee when they got to pee.
I think the villain's going to be a real problem here. I think
Matthias Schoenaerts. Yeah, let's talk about that. We only had a couple shots.
Schoenaerts is an incredible actor. And one of the few Hollywood actors who, if you met him in a dark alley at night, I'd actually be afraid.
Okay.
But no one knows who the fuck he is.
True.
No one knows this character who we barely glimpse. That's fine. We barely glimpse in the teaser. We're not supposed to. It's not a trailer.
It's a teaser.
But it's not as simple a sell as Superman versus Lex Luthor.
Right.
Now the sell is Supergirl versus some guy you've never heard of, played by a guy you've never heard of.
Yeah.
I think this is. I just don't think it's going to work. And Millie Alcock, she looked like she was fine, but. Yeah. She just rubs me the wrong way, and she rubs me like Will. She rubs me like Will Poulter. She looks like Will Poulter, which is and Will Poulter was the one who gun cast as Adam Warlock, right?
Yes.
I just it's a certain type, and he did not work in that movie very well. I didn't think. I don't like her. Remember when we were asked that question recently, actors that you don't like?
Yeah.
It's not that I've even seen her in anything really.
Wow.
Not a fan.
Wow. I couldn't disagree with you more. I loved her in the trailer. I liked her. I like her energy. I like the fact she's got this DGAF energy throughout it. I like that she just feels like maybe it's the youth you hate. Do you hate the youth? Do you hate the young? Because she's got that kind of DGAF young energy that is very much what you see nowadays, part of the Love LA crew. Isn't that what she's got there? You didn't like that? You didn't like any of that, huh?
She feels like a Brit playing an American as well. Like it's just
wow.
No,
an American. She's playing a Kryptonian. What are you talking?
Kryptonian. I didn't care for any of this, dude. I just didn't. And like the soundtrack, every soundtrack, it all sounds like the same, like James Gunn playlist. Like to characters, different tastes, or does every single character in the DCU have the same music taste? I just. This right, what about much more excited for Clayface than Supergirl.
What about the shot of Momoa as Lobo? Did you like that shot?
Yeah, I liked it when he was going to play the Crow. It made me. I wish he had played the Crow. No, this does nothing for me. I don't know who Lobo is. I don't care. Like if you're selling me a Supergirl movie by being like, oh, look at the cool side characters here. It's like Mr. Terrific coming in and stealing the Superman movie from Superman.
Right. Well, yeah, Mr. Terrific was great. It's true. So this guy, so you're saying this guy, something's wrong here. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, that does not look good. I don't know what I'm looking at. I'm looking at a pinhead sort of guy. No.
It's like a leather obsession. Does it have the kind of leather obsession, like a dominatrix leather kind of obsession? I don't know. Maybe. But yeah.
It feels so familiar. It just feels like Superman with tits.
What the fuck? Jesus.
What do you mean? Is a Superman with blonde hair? Forgive me. Breasts. Excuse me.
No, but
Clayface is interesting. But
I'm just saying, she's not Superman. She says it in the trailer. He thinks everyone is good. I know the truth, right? And that's the difference. She's not supposed to be Superman. She's like the anti-Superman from him because she doesn't think the world is good. She doesn't think she doesn't want to be the Girl Scout. She actually knows how terrible the world can be because she watched Krypton die when she was a teenager. Clark was a baby. He has no memory of it. So, all right, man. I loved it. I like the energy. People complaining about the Guardians of the Galaxy thing. It's like three of the best movies that have ever been made in the last 15 years, superhero movie wise, and you're complaining because it evokes that. Fuck is wrong with you? At a time when everyone is ripping their clothes and crying to the heavens about the death of theaters, here's a movie that could be a crowd-pleasing movie that gets people in the theater and then people want to shit on it. Which is it? You going to cry about the death of theaters, or do you want people to go to the theaters? What the fuck
second I saw the shot of a giant laser beam light in the sky,
yeah,
I was out. I was like, terrible. This is the same, that we are going backwards to the same crap that brought Marvel down.
Yeah.
No, this trailer did nothing for me.
All right. Well, we'd agree to disagree on yet another topic. So let's move on to something else. Jeff, have you heard this? Jeff, I want to ask you about this. Because I heard this last couple of days. Apparently, there are rumors that your actresses from Euphoria have had a falling out, aren't talking to each other anymore. And apparently, Zendaya, the rumor is hesitant to do any press for season 3 with Sydney Sweeney or Jacob Elordi. Can you offer any insight on this? Can you offer any thoughts on this?
No.
Really? You've heard nothing of this from any of your contacts?
No. Where is this coming from?
I'm just putting it out there. I've heard some things, and I just wanted to see if maybe you'd heard.
I haven't heard anything like that, and I'm sure that everyone will put on a brave face and a united front for the final season of Euphoria. Okay,
because it's coming to us from Reality T. Yahoo posted this in their entertainment section. I was reading this from them. Ritika Singh wrote this out and saying that there's issues behind the scenes, but you're saying you've heard nothing.
No.
Okay. All right, Jeff. Well, hopefully you've heard something about this. Let's talk about the man here trying to look badass in front of a jet. David Ellison has gone to the shareholders at WB to beg them to look at his offer for Warner Brothers here. This is an interesting situation when you look at it, Jeff. So much happening behind the scenes with this. He is urging the WBD shareholders to tender their shares and, quote, register their view with the WBD board of directors that they prefer the superior Paramount transaction. That's the letter that was quoted in numerous publications today. Basically, this seems like a lot of sour grapes, a lot of begging, a lot of won't people listen to me, and they want to do $108 billion hostile takeover bid. Is this still more posturing, or do you think we're getting closer to the possibility of them overturning this thing? Because apparently Zaslav is not even listening to this offer anymore. What are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I mean, I think David had a chance to make a $108 billion offer before Warner Brothers accepted Netflix's bid.
Yeah.
That's how auctions work, my friend. So if you wanted to bid $108 billion or you were willing to part with that, I guess that should have been the bid the first time. Now that there's a deal in place, you're too late. You got played. You got too confident, too cocky, thought that your connection to Trump was going to be the thing that gets you across the line. Yeah. And ultimately, no one's really sweating everyone's going to have regulatory issues. At the end of the day, this deal's going to get done. And they wanted to do it with Netflix.
Do you think, well, I mean, I've seen, the New York Post guy, Chucky Pants, he got upset at me, went back and forth online about it. He keeps reporting that it is going to go in Paramount's favor, that they knew ahead of time that all of this was going to fall apart weeks ahead of time, which is, I just see him being such a mouthpiece for this. And we see other people reporting that Netflix did this on purpose to drag this out for a couple of years to kind of handicap Warner Brothers and make Paramount crazy.
So does Netflix not really want it?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking. Like, what do you think is behind these comments that are being put out there? Do you think that's a possibility that they're trying to like hamstrung two studios at once?
I mean, I do think that there is truth to that. Okay. It's no skin off Netflix's back if this doesn't work out and 2 years go by and they have to pay the breakup fee or whatever.
$5 billion, right? 5.8.
Right, to delay Ellison's empire and to stay on top for another 2 years. Like $5 billion is nothing to them. Right. So I think that's a real possibility. Like, and I wrote about that in my column this week. Like, the best offense is a good defense, right? You're playing keep away. But I mean, I think that they ultimately do want Warner Brothers. They realize this is a once in a generation sort of deal that a studio comes on the market. So here's the thing.
Go ahead.
People were talking about Ellison and how, buying Paramount was the first of a 1-2 punch that he wanted to do with Warner Brothers, right? He wanted to get Paramount. That's the first punch, and buy Warner Brothers the second punch. Yes. Well, what if Netflix is planning a 1-2 punch of its own?
All right.
What if Netflix's plan is to buy Warner Brothers as the first of a 1-2 punch, and the second punch, John, is to buy AMC?
Whoa.
Is to say, okay, we have said for years our business is streaming.
Yes.
But now we're going to pivot and we're going to do both. And we're going to have movie theaters, and we're going to, double down on the Netflix houses and all that kind of stuff. Because I do think they need to diversify a little bit. And the theatrical business is still, a 10, 12, that's just domestic $1 billion a year business. It's like 30 or 40 worldwide. Do you really want to turn your back on that? So, I don't know what the end game here is, but I still think that this is Netflix's to lose. I think Gasparino is a puppet whose strings lead directly to David Ellison.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, guys, when this story goes away, we'll see how many stories Gasparino has his finger on the pulse of, right? It's just like, where did this guy come from? He doesn't write about stories. It's only when something like this happens. So
I just love that people are praising him for the his reporting on the Paramount Skydance thing, and it's like, well, because he's with Ellison. What's to praise?
So the Post is a right wing. It's like it's aimed at the right, like just like the Wall Street Journal.
Yeah,
all these come on. Yeah. So yeah, like I don't think that the $108 billion is going to matter. I could see Netflix bringing up its offer, right? That there could be a bidding war there. But at the end of the day, if Zaslav wants to sell to Netflix and Netflix is willing to play this game and go a little bit higher, I don't see what's going to stop them.
That seems to be a lot when you're looking at the unbiased reporting here. It seems to be that Zaslav is very much like, this is done. I don't know what, let David do all the things that he's doing. This is done. And like I said last week, and I think I tweeted this out as well, Jeff, in no way do I believe Zaslav or Sarandos were like not planning out. Like Zaslav, it's coming out some reports that Zaslav, and even I think Sarandos said it over the weekend, like, we know everything. We knew everything he was going to do. We know we prepared for this. We're ready for this and all of that. So Ellison is just fumbling around. And this makes it look even worse. Like, what is the point of going to the shareholders to try to get them to tender their shares in order to vote? Like, what is the point here? Does he want to pressure them or embarrass them or shame them or name them even or out them? Like, is this the next step? That his daddy comes in with all this money and is like, we're going to out everybody who votes against it or for it. They're going to investigate everybody who's a shareholder. Like, what is the logic here? Why is he going so far down this road when this looks terrible? It's bad.
Because I think ultimately Zaslav works for the shareholders, right? They're so-called boss. And so he's trying to appeal to them directly, and they're just basic human greed. And like, don't you guys want more money? Don't you have a duty to accept the highest bid? Blah, 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 blah.
Right.
Obviously selling a company, it's not always about that. It's
right.
I think that Ted Sarandos would be a better steward of this company and the future of it. Just like, Netflix is obviously very tech forward and things like that.
Yeah.
Ellison hasn't even given himself a chance to prove himself. Like, if you had come in and turned Paramount around in a matter of years and built a kind of slate that Zaslav actually did build this year,
right?
Maybe Zaslav's like, shit, I want my studio to be with them. But yeah, it's too much too soon for Ellison. Netflix has been. This has just been a matter of time. I feel like the town has been dreading this for years, that Netflix was going to jump in and do it. And for years, everyone said, well, they're not going to because they've never done anything like it before. Well, there's a first time for everything.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And Zeno Hour is right. The Saudi money, all that stuff is a huge problem.
Yes, those reports came out over the weekend as well, on Monday or Tuesday. That was a big reason why they turned down the bid. Of course, this is all reporting. We don't have necessarily anybody coming out and saying that. But that's been a lot of credible reporting over the last few days, is that the Middle Eastern money was a big reason why the bid was turned down by the shareholders. I'm sorry, by the board. So yeah, it's very, very true. So
yeah, and I get that Ellison's just like, well, who cares? Like, money is money, right? This money comes from the Middle East. So what? You don't want it? But yeah, obviously there are some strings there, and not just handing out money in the Middle East. That money is for something, and I think that may be the have a little bit more influence on American Western culture.
Yeah. Stephen Colbert said that the other night. It turns out Paramount got a little assist on the cash front. Their bid includes $24 billion from Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and Abu Dhabi wealth funds. And when the dictator of Saudi Arabia gives you billions of dollars, I'm sure there's no catch. It's absolutely true. Right. Like, that's the thing. Yeah.
And everyone was talking about, well, Ellison's, his father's super rich and like, they can outbid anybody for anything. Well, then why do they need to go get this co-financed?
Yeah, exactly.
By Jared Kushner.
I just love that David Ellison said, I put a lot of my money into it. What the fuck you talking about? So it's just that kind of nonsense that you see going on. And I'm happy and I'm surprised that there is a pushback. I'm happy and I'm surprised that there are people not willing to take this money and just go, whatever Paramount does is fine with me. I don't care. I got my money. Right? We saw that with in my opinion, Sherry Redstone and the Skydance situation when she sold Paramount. She knew what Ellison was going to do. She knew what the angle is here, and she still did it, Sherry Redstone. So to see now where it's going, I'm glad there's at least somebody willing to stop this, or a bunch of people willing to stop it, because they want to take over CNN and absolutely broadcast their right-wing journalism nonsense. So all right. Anything more you want to say on this, or anything more you're hearing in the wind about this?
I just think it's going to be many, many months before, we get some clarity on things and what things are going to look like. And again, CNN would still be available if Netflix wins its bid.
True, in April or whatever, when they do the split. Yeah.
So I don't know. I just know not to believe everything you're reading, which is what I said the moment this started. And nobody wanted to believe me. Everybody wanted to believe everybody else. And hey, Paramount, done deal. It's over. Well, that's what you get when you believe everybody else.
Well, another reason you should listen to Jeff and believe him is because he broke a rumor. He broke a rumor. Should I say rumor? Should I say rumor or scoop? What do you want to say? What do you want to call it?
Listen, it's a scoop. I labeled it as a rumor because there was no confirmation.
Right. But let's talk about it, Jeff. This is what you reported here in your newsletter. By the way, you can subscribe there, theinsnyder.com. He reported that Josh Hutcherson and Jennifer Lawrence are going to come back in some form for the new Hunger Games movie here. You're speculating that Katniss and Peeta's return will be probably a flash forward a scene or something like that leads us into the movie, or maybe ends the movie on that note. What are your thoughts on this? This is your reporting, so please.
I haven't read the book, so I didn't realize that there's an epilogue in which they are featured. So I mean, that's got to be what it is. There's only two ways to go about it. You either open with them and then say, well, 25 or 30 years ago, we were just little ones. And, because she won the 74th Hunger Games. Right. I don't know after all the movies, what Hunger Games were on now, 76, 77, 78. But this is about the 50th Hunger Games. So it's either you're starting with them and flashing back, or you do the whole movie, and then at the very end, there's a flash forward. Yeah. I think that's probably what it'll be. They'll pop in at the very end. I don't know if the scene is shot yet. Or it's going to be shot in the coming months, which was kind of the impression that I got. Yeah. But yeah, they are definitely back.
Wow. I feel like Jennifer Lawrence was, I don't know, maybe I'm reading this wrong, Jeff, but I feel like she wanted to walk away from all the franchises that she was a part of. And now maybe like as an older actress, and we've seen her do the rounds recently promoting that movie that didn't do well. But like maybe she's got a little more perspective on it all. And so coming back to do a scene or two or a few minutes in this movie.
She could use a hit, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like she could use a little more of an uplifting situation.
Those movies gave her a career, right?
Yep. Yeah.
They're not bad movies. I actually like the franchise, so it's not like you're just like walking into shit that is going to be garbage. Lionsgate spared no expense on this movie. Yeah. And so it's like, well, if you're going to go this far and cast all these names, might as well pony up for the two biggest.
Do you think this opens the door to her coming back? Like to...
No, I think this is it. I don't see another like Katniss movie. Okay. But I think this is a way to honor the franchise. I mean, everywhere she goes, when she signed on for that role more than a decade ago or whatever, she knew what she was signing up for. She knew she's always going to be Katniss Everdeen. Yeah, it's very true. So, yeah, this is a way to help the producers out, help out the studio, be in a hit. Yeah, make the fans happy. And I'm sorry to the fans who were like, well, it would have been great to have seen this happen in a theater. It's just like, dude. Yeah, like I've been down this road 1,000 times. You're not going to keep the secret for the next 11 months. Sorry.
Why do people live in a fantasy land? This is you cannot warp reality to fit your reality that you want. And the truth is, this stuff always leaks out. The Superman cameo leaked out. If there's any cameo that should have been kept under wraps until it showed in the theater, it was Henry Cavill coming back in Black Adam. But even that leaked out before Black Adam came. So if you think Jennifer Lawrence coming back and Josh Hutcherson coming back wasn't going to leak out eventually, you're insane.
Yes, I agree.
It's a leaker culture.
Had to do it. Even like, I had heard it. Frankly, I heard it yesterday. And I was going to wait until the nighttime and lead the newsletter with it. And then, talking to Jamie about it, I was just like, yeah, this has to go right now. Yeah. Yeah. So, big. It was a big one. Yeah, agreed. Something just broke here. I don't know how much of this is true because it's coming to us from the New York Post, but let me put this out there. According to the New York Post, page 6, they're reporting that the Tom Cruise Elon Musk movie that he was going to do with SpaceX and NASA has been scrapped because it would have needed NASA's coordination and Trump's approval. They claim that Cruise, quote, didn't want to cross that line.
He did not want to ask Donald Trump for a favor. You'd need permission from the federal government. Tom didn't want to ask for political reasons. Now, it is the New York Post, so they might be skewing this in a certain way to try to drum up attention or drum up animosity between Cruz and Trump. What are your thoughts on this, Jeff? Do you think this sounds correct, or is this just a rumor they're kind of throwing out there?
I think it's a little bit of both.
Okay.
This is pretty obvious here, guys. Tom Cruise just starred in Mission Impossible, which was a disappointment.
Yeah.
Both the finales really back-to-back disappointments. Nobody wants to finance Deeper.
Right.
And that's a deep sea diving movie that takes place on a place called Earth.
Yeah.
So if nobody wants to finance your movie set on Earth, you think you're going to get financing for the movie set in outer space? Like, this is just not the time you'd want to make a Tom Cruise outer space movie. I would not want to commit to that.
That's true. That's true.
So this is an interesting way to spin it. If Universal's just like, hey, yeah, listen, we're not going to give you $500 million or whatever to go to outer space, or then if you're Cruise, you could just be like, well, actually, it's because I didn't want to have to ask Trump for their favor, because then he's going to expect something from me, and I know what to expect from this guy, so I'm not even going to bother. I really don't think it's scrapped. I think too much planning has gone into it. I just think it's on pause until after this administration. That he'll ask if the next president's a Democratic president. I could see Tom Cruise at 70 years old or whatever being like, hey. Yeah. So this is about optics, but also about no one's putting Tom Cruise in space after the run he's had of late.
Mission Impossible 8. Yeah, I guess that's fair. I don't because I don't know. I think I'm a little suspicious of this because Tom Cruise is not political. He's never been political. It's not his thing. Are there causes he supports? Yes, but he's never been one way or another. He's never come out outspoken wise. So it would surprise me that he wouldn't ask Trump for a favor, actually. So I think this is a little bit like what you said. They're trying to create cover for this thing not happening for right now, and the pause that they're putting on it, because it just doesn't make sense. I don't know Tom Cruise to be that kind of guy. So, as there are plenty of Republican Scientologists and there are plenty of Democrat Scientologists, it would be weird for him to choose a side.
Yeah, Tom Cruise is like Michael Jordan in the whole like sneakers thing, right? Republicans go to sneakers too. Well, Republicans go to the movies too, and Tom Cruise isn't trying to alienate them, but at the same time, I agree with you that he's not very political, but I do believe that he would refrain from asking Trump for a favor because he would know full well that he would have to do something for Trump.
Oh, good point.
That's what it is. I mean, that's what it is.
That's an excellent point. Yeah, maybe that is a bridge too far.
He doesn't want to be in the debt of Donald Trump.
Right. Because
I'll wait 3. What's 3 years? I'll wait 3 years. Right. Year then.
If he even leaves in 3 years, we'll see. What about this story? Jordan Rumi over at World of Real is reporting this, that apparently the current title he can confirm of the Exorcist movie, Mike Flanagan's Exorcist movie with Scarlett Johansson via the production listing, is The Exorcist Martyrs, and Johansson is set to play a small-time, quote, rookie detective who takes on a case involving, quote, inconceivable darkness. And that seems to be the description that's circulating. Your thoughts on that, Jeff? Pass your smell test?
I mean, it passes the smell test, and only because I hate it. Martyrs is the name of one of the best horror movies of the last 20 years.
Oh.
I don't like just throwing that on the end. I don't think most people know what a martyr is or know how to pronounce the word. Right. If they were to just see it on the theater marquee, they wouldn't know that martyr is the word. I don't buy her as a rookie detective either.
Rookie. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that's just the general log line, and they were going to cast somebody younger, and then ScarJo threw her name in the hat.
Oh, yeah.
She's not going to be a rookie anymore, because of her age. But okay, so I mean, it is a different approach. It's not mother or father whose little girl gets sick, and now we need to call in the fucking exorcist. This is a detective investigating it. I mean, I'm not a Flanagan guy. I'm not terribly psyched for this, but I am glad that they stopped going down the track with David Gordon Green, because that movie was bad.
It feels like True Detective. We just saw this, right, with Jodie Foster and Callie Reese exploring what they explored, this quote unquote inconceivable darkness, for a couple of episodes. We're really kind of exploring what happened in that cave in the last season of True Detective. So, I don't know how much of this is, and it wasn't Exorcist 3, wasn't George C. Scott like investigating some kind of darkness or something? I remember that.
And I loved Exorcist 3. So it's like, okay, anything that parallels that a little bit, I think would be cool. John, you bring up True Detective.
I do bring up True Detective. Wow, did I stumble upon something from you? Please go ahead.
Okay. So the following is a rumor.
I'm going to put you in the
it is not. We are not at. No, I got to see your reaction. I don't want the full screen.
Okay.
I need to see your face. Your face is the one that we want to see during this segment.
Okay. John. All right. If you say so.
It's been a couple months.
Yes.
Since we broke the news on this show.
Yes.
Nicolas Cage is going to star in True Detective, which was promptly followed by all the trades. So. Yes. That was at a point where HBO felt confident, clearly telling the trades, yeah, go ahead. So in that time, no other names have surfaced.
Right, no other name has surfaced since the Nicolas Cage.
Surfaced, and this is a series that's probably going to start shooting the top of next year, maybe next spring.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. So one name has bubbled to the surface, John.
Okay.
Now, I reached out to this actors' representatives, and I did not get anything back. Just nothing. I have not reached out to the network. Last time I reached out to the network, it was just like, we'll put you on a list for tracking. I'm not interested in doing this. So, again, I want to stress this is not like it was with Nick Cage.
Okay.
Because I had that from a very good source, and I knew that was true. This is much flimsier, but the name that has surfaced for True Detective, I don't know if he's the other detective. I don't know what other role it is. It's a bad printout, too.
Keep going. Oh, Banderas!
Oh, shit!
Wow.
Oh, shit! Oh, shit!
Wow. I fucking love that. Antonio has been on the fringes for a while now and occasionally pops through with stuff, and especially with Almodovar stuff, but he hasn't quite recaptured that American mainstream attention in a while. If he got in this with Nicolas Cage, and if there's anyone that can go freak for freak with Nicolas Cage, it is Antonio Banderas. I
don't know if he's the detective. I don't know if he's a rich guy in this town. I don't know if he's a villain. I don't know anything. I just know he's a really good actor.
Oh, he is.
Who has put in the work.
Yes.
I think he's ready for something like this.
Yeah.
Well, he was just in something that I thought he was really good in. He's in the Tony movie, the chef, Anthony Bourdain. He's in the Anthony Bourdain movie next year.
Right.
I don't know if he'll get Oscar buzz, like supporting actor Oscar buzz for that, maybe, but I don't know. I think it's a cool prospect.
Bro, I hope it's those two as detectives. That'd be amazing. Just amazing. Because the conversations, if you write an incredible script, those two will deliver the fuck out of it if they're the co-detectives. And that seems to feel like the right choice if they go this route, right? Going with these two guys. I mean, you had ultra females in the last season, now swinging back to a couple of ultra males. I think that could be fascinating to see what you could explore there, So I love this. I love this idea. And shooting next year, rather?
Yeah, this should be shooting, I would imagine, before April.
I like it.
But I don't know, if they, because there's going to be ties to Night Country. So I don't know if it's like, well, we need to wait until it's cold someplace. I have no fucking idea,
Yeah. All right. I love that. It's a great scoop, Jeff. Thank you.
Just a rumor.
Great rumor. Great rumor. Yeah. Do you have anything else, or are we good to move to the next thing?
I think we can move to the next one.
Okay, let's move to the next thing. Let's talk about this, Jeff, as we head into our question. Oh, just a reminder, as we head into our questions, Streamlabs, Superchats are open. You guys have been enjoying the show. Send in your love. Send in your support. Derek Johnson put some of y'all to shame. Send in your love. Send in your support here as we go along. So we really appreciate you all keeping the show alive, helping us to keep doing the show every week. sending you love. And if you're watching later, you can always hit that thanks button and send in whatever amount you want to send to support us here on the show as well. Well, let's move on to the big story here, Jeff. Another big story here. AI has come to the shores of Disney. This morning, Disney announced that it would buy a $1 billion stake in OpenAI and bring its characters to Sora. It's you're going to get a curated selection of videos made with Sora will be available to stream on Disney Plus as part of a 3-year deal from fans, giving the streaming service a foothold in a type of content that has proved powerful for competitors like YouTube and TikTok. Sora users will be able to start generating videos with Disney characters like Mickey Mouse, Cinderella, and Yoda early next year. This has caused a lot of people to push back from the animation side of this as well, to say that a lot of these creators, because Bob Iger said this does not in any way represent a threat to creators. In fact, the opposite. However, members of Hollywood's animation community were quick to challenge this. Roma Murphy, who sits on the Animation Guild's executive board, said in an interview, the artists who created these characters won't see a dime. And also said, I've written for Disney shows in the past, and we are held to a very high standard. We get notes from Disney, and we sometimes have to start over altogether. Is that the same standard going to be applied to these videos? What will the psychological implication be for kids who watch them? Even though Iger has said there'll be no drugs, no sex, no alcohol, no interactions with characters owned by other media companies as a part of this, sometimes you can't control what falls through the cracks. So, Jeff, your thoughts on this? We know Amazon went this direction, or Amazon MGM went this direction. Lionsgate recently said they were going to do a whole AI movie that crashed and burned for now. But this is a big, big studio walking into this with $1 billion investment. Your thoughts?
I mean, it's a little bit outside my area of expertise, to be honest. I don't really know what it all means. I guess we're just going to be able to play with their characters however we want, which we probably were going to be able to do anyways. But now they're just going to be able to make money off of it.
Well, I mean, they're suing Google right now for some of their characters being used in some stuff and some AI that was used there in that situation. So I think this is Disney's way of wanting to take control of the situation as much as possible and be able to sue anybody they want who tries to use their characters without their permission, because now they've officially gone a certain direction with OpenAI. So if you use their characters, they can sue you because they have proprietary claim on those characters.
That's what I'm saying. It's about money. It's
yes, 100%.
We're gonna sue you because we should be making money off these. Not we're gonna sue you because it's wrong to do this. Or
right.
This is all just about profit for them. And so I understand in that regard the idea of like, well, you know, if it's gonna happen without us, may as well play ball and opt in and get money off of it.
Yeah, they're going to be able to use characters from Inside Out, Frozen, Deadpool, and Star Wars as a part of this as well. But it's interesting because Sora has kind of fallen off. When that first came out a few weeks ago, it was like in the millions. People were downloading it. But now the usage on Sora has dropped. Like people got done playing with the toy and moved on. So are they catching the tail? Are they catching this movement right at the tail end of it instead of riding the high of it? You know, it's going to be interesting to see.
Again, I think it's about curiosity. I downloaded Sora. Have I opened the app? No. I don't want to sit here making AI videos or anything like that. Like I have to really have nothing going on in my life to tinker with that stuff.
Yeah.
So I understand that why like the downloads at first would have been huge and everybody wanted to have the app. But yeah, then it just sits there on your phone.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just I saw a video. I think I told you last week of like my sister-in-law rapping that a friend of hers had made, and it was incredible. I was like, oh my god, like this is nuts. Yeah. But yeah, I don't really. I wouldn't want my image on there. I'm sure.
Well, this is what I get at. This is what I get at, Jeff, because they're saying Iger comes out and he says, well, we're not using anybody's voices. We're not using anybody's faces, just the characters, right? But it was the voices and the faces who were the foundation for those characters becoming beloved by people. So if you're using that situation, and don't tell me they're not going to come close to the voice of the main character. Like you're not going to get Josh Gad's voice that sounds squeaky or whatever. They're going to get an AI voice that is close, but not quite Josh Gad's voice. That's how they're going to get away with it. And that to me is still evoking the actor who created the character in terms of voiceover work. And they're not going to see a dime of it. So it's their way. It's Disney's way of playing. How can I say this? A convenient way of playing in a certain way so they can make some money off of it and not have to pay residuals for it, which I think is asinine, to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care about AI. I'm just not into it. I don't even. I tell you, I'm putting together the list of most anticipated movies for 2026.
Yeah,
I think that last cut for me is going to be Artificial, the movie, because I'm just like, do I really care about Sam Altman and when he got hired and fired and rehired? Like, I don't. So.
Right on.
I'm not going to make the list.
Okay. All right. Let's see what else I got on. We got to get to questions soon, so I just want to ask you some stuff real quick. Get your quick thoughts on this. Apparently, Daisy Ridley enjoys the Ben Solo film. The idea of a Ben Solo film, which of course was released a few weeks ago. That story, and she says that her Rey film is still happening, and it'll quote be worth the wait. Jeff, is this? I mean, it's just the slow acceptance from her side that this film is never going to happen, but doesn't want to announce it yet.
I don't know, man. My source says it's still active, so
it's still going. Wow,
yeah, that's right.
Interesting. Okay.
So,
does your source say the Ben Solo film is any closer to possibly happening, or is that pretty much dead?
No, that's dead. And they didn't think it sounded great. They thought Bob Iger made the right decision there in pulling that plug.
Okay.
If you can believe it.
Wow.
And a $200 million Adam Driver movie from Steven Soderbergh. Can you believe that wasn't greenlit on the spot?
I'm picking up what you're putting down. I'm picking it up.
I think it's in development along with a bunch of other projects.
Okay.
So I don't think Daisy Ridley's lying.
Okay. All right. Let's move on to this. Heat 2 has Dion Beebe as its cinematographer, director of photography. Are you okay with this? Do you like this, Dion Beebe?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I would have loved to have Dante Spinati back.
Oh yeah, right.
But yeah, I mean, Beebe shot Collateral for him.
Yes.
Which is a pretty visually interesting movie, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I think I don't know if he had talked to Messerschmitt about it, but obviously Messerschmitt's going to end up doing the Batman.
Right.
And there's probably overlap there, right? If Batman's starting in April or May and Heat 2 is starting in August, I don't think Messerschmitt would probably be able to do both. So
yeah. He's got an interesting resume. It's a little mixed, right? Like you've got Chicago and Collateral. He also did Miami Vice, but then you've got 9, which wasn't that well received. Green Lantern, which was the Gangster Squad. But then he did Edge of Tomorrow, which I thought was really good. Into the Woods, The Snowman was dog shit.
Very glossy. I mean, but yeah, these aren't he's just shooting the movies.
Yeah. But I mean, like the look of them, people were walking away going, wow, the cinematography here was amazing on some of these films versus like some of these other films. So maybe working with Man as he did in Collateral, as you mentioned there, that's going to bring some kind of best of his abilities to the forefront to create the vibe and the look of the movie, so
yeah, we should hear more on Heat 2 after the holidays.
Scorsese said that his shoot is still happening with JLaw and Leonardo DiCaprio in February of next year. Do you buy that with all the things that are going on with DiCaprio and JLaw right now? Do you buy that film is actually going to start shooting next year early? I mean, we're 2 months away from it shooting, Jeff.
I do buy it. Can't say more than that. I just say stay tuned to the newsletter because here's the deal, guys.
Go ahead.
Holidays are coming up, and as the holidays approach, the town slows down, and the reporters get lazier and lazier and lazier, and they all make 6 figures so they can go on vacations to places. That's true. Some of us reporters aren't going on vacation. We work all year round, including the days before Christmas.
Yeah.
And that means that the newsletter will need stories.
Yeah.
And oh, those stories are coming.
And do you have a discount for Christmas for people to get the newsletter or send it on, or no?
Fuck you, bah humbug. That's my fucking discount code this month, bitches. No, if you need a discount for the newsletter, the password is Paul Dano this week.
There you go, Paul Dano. That man. Beloved, that man.
Still going, that cycle, still going.
The most beloved actor ever, apparently, now. Paul Dano. So there you go. No one's coming out to defend Tarantino, by the way, except you, of course, but no one else has come out to defend him.
Clinton, remember that. Remember that when you start casting up number 10, give me a call because Jeff's there for you when everyone else is against you.
That's true. That's true. Let's see. What else have I got here? Judi Dench, the Dame Judi Dench defending Harvey Weinstein and Kevin Spacey, essentially with the "they never did anything to me" defense. They should be able to come back and be a part of Hollywood. Listen, I love the Dame Judi Dench, but this is a nonsense opinion to have. Your thoughts?
Yeah, agreed. Judi Dench, eat your oatmeal. Eat your oatmeal and keep it quiet. What do you want from me? These are bad opinions. These are opinions of an old person.
Yeah, it's true.
No, Harvey Weinstein should not be able to waltz back into this industry.
Yeah. And speaking of waltzing, Kevin Spacey doing a lot of dancing lately.
Yeah,
you saw the video.
Yeah. Listen, there are people who I think will find their way back. Like Rudin is obviously in the process of
totally
finding his way back, but
yeah,
Rudin did some terrible things, but he's not Harvey Weinstein. So
that's true.
Sorry, Judy.
What about Ang Lee's Bruce Lee biopic now being on hold? Did that surprise you, or is that more riding the wave now? Maybe a little bit of the DEI stuff. People don't want to. It
surprised me only because I've heard some things about that movie.
Okay.
Hold on one second. Let me just.
All right.
So the other one that he was doing, Old Gold Mountain or whatever, that shut down. Right. Okay. The thing I can say is that I know. I'm probably not supposed to say this, but I know that they were redoing Fists of Fury for the Bruce Lee movie that he was working on. Yes. Like costumes, all that stuff, the set. So I was surprised in the sense that, like, I thought that he had pivoted because Old Gold Mountain, the financing fell through, that he had pivoted to Bruce Lee, because I knew work has been underway for the last few months on that. But so surprised that it's not happening. But also Ang Lee, man, like, this is another guy who needs a hit, and I applaud that he's always experimenting and trying to push the envelope and do new stuff. But yeah, man, just find a good story.
Hollywood is such a tough place, man. I mean, Ang Lee was celebrated to the rafters. There was like a few years where, like, Ang Lee, you heard his name, you were excited to see the movie. But Gemini Man, a couple other things, and it's like not happening quite that way anymore, Jeff. So
just go back and do something grounded and intimate, and do something like the Ice Storm.
The Ice Storm, yeah.
And then people will finance your next fucking weird, experimental, ambitious HFR photography movie. You know, like,
yeah. I mean, if Shyamalan can come back, Ang Lee certainly can come back.
Yes.
What about Apple TV officially canceling the Savant, or at least canceling? It seems like canceling the Savant because Jessica Chastain removed it from her bio. You want to talk about cancellation culture? I mean, Jeff, or cancel culture. This is an example of it for real. What are your thoughts on this?
Wait, this is cancel culture for who?
For Savant, canceling the Savant because it's profiling.
It hasn't been canceled. Who? Like, I don't understand this. Jessica
removed it from her bio. So
her Twitter bio was updated. Well, I guess that means they threw $50 million in the trash.
Okay.
Like, where do fans get this stuff from? Someone updates their Twitter bio. It just means that the project, isn't coming out imminently. So why would she promote it on her socials? All it is a reminder of, hey, the show that was supposed to come out is sitting on a shelf somewhere because of its content. So that's why she took it out of the bio, I would assume. The show is very much still on the press portal. If the show was dead and they were going to throw it in the trash, you think that they'd fucking show it to guys like me? I'll click on the button right now.
Oh, yeah, that's true. It's still kind of up there. Yeah.
It says 2025 even, which, is probably just an oversight. I would imagine that you will see this series before May so that it is still eligible for the Oscars.
Okay.
Oscars for the Emmys, sorry. Emmy cutoff is end of May, I think.
Right.
But yeah, they're not going to throw the show in the trash. I've seen the whole show. There's nothing in the show worth throwing in the trash because of Charlie Kirk. Like, this isn't like, a show set in the days after 9/11 where someone's flying a fucking plane into a tower. Right. Then I can see why you may just scrap the whole thing and take the tax write-off. There's nothing in the Savant that is going to, I don't see it.
Okay. All right. That's why I wanted to ask you because they removed it. I saw it as a story and I thought, it's not. So yeah, no, totally.
I think her fans are melting down for no reason.
Fair point. Oh yeah, that's for sure. Let me ask you about this. Apparently there were a lot of positive reviews for a film, a second installment of the comeback of a whole. A lot of positive reviews, and apparently now the positive reviews have motivated the studio to go forward with the third installment of 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple. It is happening 20 years later. The third installment is actually now going forward. A lot of people after 28 years later, even though it made the top 10 variety, thought that this franchise might be on life support again. But here we go after these initial responses in New York and LA, these secret screenings. The responses are so positive. A third one's happening. Do you buy it?
I mean, I buy it, but do I think it's smart? No, I would have wait literally 4 weeks and you'll know if you should make a sequel.
Okay.
Wait 4 weeks for the new 28 Years Later movie to come out. Yeah. And if that posts a number higher or close to what the last one did, then move forward. But if it goes in half because I think a lot of people didn't like 20 years late.
I did not.
Later. Then why would you move forward with the third one? You're just being stubborn. This is about juicing the opening for the second one. It's saying, don't worry, there's a third one coming to Cillian Murphy. Now you have to come see this movie.
So smart.
That's all that it is.
Great point, Jeff. Great point. Yeah. Some of the reactions, I don't recognize half of these people who tweeted their reactions that are quoted here.
Don't know who they are. Don't know who is being invited to these movies anymore. Don't know who gets to interview talent. It's really something.
Yeah, like I know Matt Neglia, of course, and I know Rachel Leishman, but I don't really know.
Matt Neglia. He runs Next Best Picture.
Yeah, I know. Yes, he does.
Right. This is in contention because it's a picture and it's coming up next. So it could be the Next Best Picture. Got to get Matt Neglia's thoughts on it.
Yeah. I love Matt, but sometimes, man, some of those posts of his sometimes.
I'm not even talking about Matt. I'm just Why invite him? Because he's a junketeer,
right? And he has 100,000 followers. Right?
Are these movies in awards contention that I don't know about?
No. What's with these secret screenings? How are you not finding out about these secret screenings? You're in LA.
I'm invited to nothing. Okay?
You gotta find out.
Nothing. I am persona non grata.
You need to go. Who's the guy in Game of Thrones? Littlefinger or the other guy? Like, you need to get a little network of spies all around LA so they can tell you about the screenings, the secret screenings when they happen, and you can get yourself invited to them.
No, they don't. I mean,
throwing it out.
I have the spies. That's how we got the Zoe Kravitz thing.
That's true. That's very true. Okay, what else? Okay, any trailers or any reviews you want to drop on the people before we get into the questions here? Can't believe it's over an hour. We've already been going.
Just
what?
Alan Smithy. People are going to throw a lot of support for Nia DaCosta. Why? Why would they? Is it like
I don't know.
I don't. I hope it's good. I think it looks
good too.
Right. I think it actually that trailer has a lot of energy.
Yes, it does. Yes.
And hopefully you're going to see things pay off that the first movie set up. So maybe it will be better. I'd love to be wrong. I would love to love the movie.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I heard it's not good.
Okay. You've heard it's not good.
I heard it's not good from people months and months ago, before the first one even came out.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, I didn't think about it this way, and that's why one of the reasons I love doing the show with you. You give me a new point of view on things sometimes, and this is I had no idea. I didn't even think that they were doing this to hype up people to go see this one so they can get that third one greenlit, and then because a lot of people kind of
the next one, guys. You gotta stick with it.
Yeah,
He's coming, guys. You gotta stick with it.
That's smart marketing, I guess. Yeah. All right. Any reviews or trailers? As I said this week.
Just, food for thought. Since we're going to stick with Killian, there's another movie.
Yes.
Another franchise, a genre franchise that he's a part of, and there's another installment on the way. Who's to say that he doesn't pop up in that movie?
What movie's that? Can you say?
A Quiet Place.
Oh, right.
John Krasinski writing a new installment right now.
Yeah.
Emily Blunt, I think, mentioned it in a recent interview.
Yes.
As far as I know, Cillian Murphy is still very much alive in that universe. So
that's right.
You would think, I don't know, why not try to cast the star of Oppenheimer, the Oscar-winning star of Oppenheimer, give that movie a boost too? But who knows?
Cross over? Do you also bring in Lupita at some point? Right.
I mean, I guess if she's still alive, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
maybe. I don't know.
Could be interesting. I like the Killian though, bringing him back. He was so good in that second installment. So. All right. So
let's see. What were the hot trailers?
We had the Robert Pattinson one that came out. Right. It's isn't that the one I was thinking about? Trailer with Zendaya.
The drama.
Yeah, the drama.
That is also really a dark comedy.
Right.
Don't you love the layers of irony that A24 is working with, guys? You don't understand. It's a comedy, but it's called the drama.
Drama. Yes. All right.
Not a good teaser.
Yeah, I didn't like it either.
No. It's basically just we have Robert Pattinson and Zendaya in a movie. Just
right.
That's basically it.
What about Mercy? Did you like Mercy, the new trailer for the new trailer?
I didn't see the new trailer. Okay. I'm intrigued by that movie. I've liked some of the Screen movies that we've seen. I think Timur, Unfriended was good. Searching is good.
Yeah.
So I'm open to something that's a Screen movie on a bit of a larger scale. And who done?
Yeah. Well, today, season 2 for Hijack. The trailer dropped today. And I'll tell you this, Jeff, we finally took your advice. We watched season 1 over 3 days the past week. We fucking loved it. It is. I had to convince them because the Lady Outlaw was like, I don't want to see an action. And I'm like, Jeff says it's not. It's more cerebral. And as soon as we started, she was hooked. And so we loved it.
Doesn't it feel like the A24, the 24 void? Yes,
absolutely. Yeah, because of the 7 hours that the episode takes.
Yeah,
great cast.
Tourism. I really like season 1 of Hijack. I am 6 episodes into season 2, and it's the show I check every day for 7 and 8. Because they're putting those episodes up soon. I don't know when the show actually premieres.
I think let me bring
it back, but
let me see if it's got a January 14th. So we're not that far away. A little bit over a month.
Season 2 is set in the subway, obviously. It's I think it's a solid little programmer for Apple.
Right. I'm going to ask you this. I don't think you've seen them, though. The new Avatar trailer or the new Boys trailer. Did you see any of those?
No, I didn't. Okay. But I'm in for both. I mean,
okay.
I don't know when I'm going to see Avatar. I don't know if I'm going to try to see it before Christmas Day or Christmas Day or the week after. But looking forward to it. And then the Boys, sign me up. I'm excited for that.
There's also a second season of The Night Manager. That trailer dropped today as well. Did you see the first season with Tom Hiddleston?
No, not for me.
Excellent show. All right. Any reviews? Any movies you saw this week? Anything you can talk about?
I've seen a bunch of stuff lately. I watched Keeper this week.
Oh, and
it was better than I expected, but still a disappointment.
So not an Osgood Perkins. A good one. Okay.
No. I just watched Alpha from Julia Ducournau.
Yes.
Also a disappointment.
Wow.
I just posted something on Twitter a few hours ago, but to me, she's like the female Richard Kelly now. Like 1 for 3, ambitious failures.
Yeah,
I really did want to like Alpha, but I couldn't. Golshifteh Farahani was great though. Tahar Rahim was great. I saw this movie Dead Girl. Have you heard of Dead Girl?
No. What is this?
This is a wild movie. This is from I forget what year, like 2000. I forget what year, but it's about two teenage boys who basically stumble upon a chained up female zombie.
Wow.
And they decide to rape her.
Whoa, Jesus Christ.
And then it like destroys like their friendship. And then like, you know, one brings in another guy who's like, oh, you want like some hot ass? I've got the girl, you know, but obviously it's crazy. And she's a biter, the zombie.
Yikes.
A crazy movie.
Wow.
An interesting little indie like that. And that's the sort of thing I would encourage people to make because it stands out. It has a grabby hook, even if it's very bleak and dark and fucked up.
Yeah.
You don't forget the movie with the high school kids raping a zombie.
No, you don't. You don't. Hey, I got to use the restroom real quick. Entertain the people with another review or another reaction.
Entertain the people. Okay, let's get some questions, guys. Now's your time. Daddy's gone. Daddy can't hold his bladder through a 2-hour show anymore. Let's do it. How's everybody's fantasy football shit going, huh? I can't do the show on my own, guys. This is why I need a fucking co-host. Ask some questions, though. Seriously. Otherwise, I'm going to have to start breaking out rumors, and that could get messy real quick. I'm looking at my movie list, guys. I don't know what's going to be my number one, because it's like The Lost Bus is number one right now, but that's not a good number one movie of the year. So I'm still figuring out what it's going to look like. I'm also putting together a list of breakout performances. Don't trust anybody else when it comes to breakout performances of the year. I'm the only one with the eye. I'm sorry, I'm the guy with the eye. But if I told you the list of stars that I've called or predicted way before anyone would have guessed anything, it's long. It's long and mighty. I didn't see Ella McKay yet. I have no interest in Ella McKay.
Bad reviews that one.
Sorry, yeah, I botched the show while you were gone.
Okay, well, bad reviews. Ella McKay, $3 million. That's what they're predicting for the opening weekend. That is not good, brother. Let me ask you something before we get into questions. My question coming to you from @the says, Amanda Seyfried just came out and said she's not going to apologize for calling Charlie Kirk what she called her. Called him. Do you think that is going to affect the Housemaid's box office? A lot of people have been saying that this is one that like is so unusual and it's crazy, it's interesting, but do you think this is going to sink it a little bit? Like if you're the director or the studio, are you like, God damn it? Like, what are your thoughts?
I think you are saying that if you're the director of the studio. But I don't really think it's going to make a difference.
Do you think it's going to do well?
Yes.
You do?
I think it's going to do very well.
Okay.
I think those books, you know, I was talking to someone recently who had read all the books in the series.
Yeah.
They were pumped. Like it's a real page turner. You know, I think that, I mean, what are the alternatives, right? It's seeing Avatar again or seeing Marty Supreme. Like Marty Supreme is very good. And I predict a lot of people will see it, but is it going to open bigger than The Housemaid? I don't know about that. Right.
Is this thing on is out that weekend as well?
Yeah, no, that's not going to do any business. So I am confident in that box office for The Housemaid, but I think that you're right. Probably not a good thing. I don't think Lionsgate was stoked about it. I just really think it's going to affect it that much. Where they're all these Charlie Kirk supporters were getting ready to go see The Housemaid, and now they're not going to.
I mean, Sydney, you know, has kind of become the MAGA darling to a degree, whether she wants to or not. And of course, people went after, you know, people have gone after her and all that kind of stuff. She just did the thing with Ethan Hawke. They were on Celebrity Family Feud, which is such a weird PR thing to do. And she's you know, come out and try to clarify the Jean stance. So it's very clear that she needs to be smoothing things over a little bit PR wise. And now to have Amanda come out and go, you know what? I don't apologize for anything I said about this guy. It kind of blows all of that up. And so to me, that's my thing here is that if you're trying to appeal to a cross section of people to come see your film and you come out in one way, and listen, I respect Amanda Seyfried. I think she's got a right to stand by her opinion. I might agree with her opinion. I'm not gonna say, but like, I think I think she's got a right to stick by it. I'm just saying this seems like it could lead to less people going to it who might have gone for Sydney, you know, just throwing it out.
You're not going to share your opinion on whether she's right or not?
I don't. It's my personal. Yeah, I stay away from that. Just like the Israel Gaza stuff, I stay away from it. It's just not something I need to be talking about. It happened. It's horrific what happened. It's a horrible state of affairs that happened. Do I like a lot of what he said? Hell no. Do I think he deserved to be killed? Fuck no. And so, to me, I think Amanda has a right to speak her mind, though. It's a country, but like, I don't know why she's being asked about that on a press tour. I don't know who is asking her that. And I don't know what the fuck that has to do with the movie. You know what I'm saying? So
I get it. Bob Fajita, thank you, everybody. Let's all thank Bob Fajita for looking up Dead Girl, so you can tell us it has a 5.5 on IMDb and a 33% on Rotten Tomatoes. Well, if that's the case, I guess you don't need to watch it, because 2/3 of my colleagues didn't like it because they know a lot. My colleagues.
All right, let's get into the questions, Jeff. Let's get into the questions here. We're running out of time. Alexander Svensson, 9642 says, what's going on with Henry Cavill's Voltron movie? It's supposedly finished shooting a while ago, yet no release date. Should we expect it in 2026?
I mean, you'd think it would be ready by then, but if it's getting a theatrical release,
yeah,
it's like, well, when are we putting it out? 2026 is pretty stacked.
Yeah, it feels like.
And it's not like this it doesn't feel ready for like the first half of the year. I think we would know about it if it was coming out then. So now you're looking at the second half of the year when things are typically more competitive. I mean, I don't know what the hell you do with that. I think that movie's going to fucking tank. So
I think so too. I agree with you as well. Henry Cavill is just snake bit. It seems like I don't think the Warhammer thing is going to do that well either. If it
he's
ever
projects. I mean, anyone who fucking Brad Pitt could have chosen Voltron, and it would have been Snake. I would say the same thing. Like this is a terrible choice. When you're Henry Cavill, you only have so many choices.
Yeah, good point. Winnie the Pooh says, can't tell what Ellison's thinking because no eyebrows. Oh, there you go. That's a fair point.
Did I tell you guys I brought a men pen to fill out those? I haven't put it on yet.
Stop it. Thomas Edwards 6641 says, what role could you see Matthew Lillard in the DCU? Oh, I think elongated man or plastic man is certainly possible for Lillard. He's got that energy and that comedic energy that could work. What about you, Jeff?
Yeah, Plastic Man seems like a good one. I don't know all the uncast characters in the DCU enough to pick out a better one. I've always liked Matt Lillard, though. Like, he does have. I could see why Matt Lillard would get on Quentin's nerves and why he'd be a little bit grating. But yeah. I've always had a soft spot for him.
I like Matthew Lillard. I think he's great. He was great in The Descendants. Jared J 8846. What movie or movies, in your opinion, should not have had a sequel? And what movie or movies would you have liked to have seen a sequel to? I don't think The Matrix should have ever had a sequel. That's the honest truth. And I'll always say my answer to this is Running Scared from the 1980s with Gregory Hines and Billy Crystal. An unrecognized 80s classic that should have gotten a sequel.
Speed maybe didn't need a sequel. And if they were going to do it, huh?
What just happened there?
I don't know.
Go ahead. Sorry. What just happened?
But yes, Speed, I would have liked to have seen a proper sequel with Keanu Reeves, not just a Sandra Bullock adventure.
Right on. Okay. Sorry, I was getting a little bit of information, Jeff, about something, but I was told I cannot report this. So I cannot report this, but I can tell you after we're done. My turn to say to you, I can tell you after we're done with the show.
Ooh, I like this. This is exciting.
Yeah. For once, I was distracted by a text message. Jared J846 says, Rocha, like you, I loved the Supergirl trailer. I don't get the hate. Guess you can't please everybody. I think Millie's going to kill it as Kara's Supergirl. I think what it is I'm clearly, from the discussion with Jeff, it seems clear that, like, if you like her as this, you might love the movie. But if you don't like her as this, everything around the movie you're not going to like. So to me, it seems like it's going to be a divisive film in a number of ways. I just hope it's honestly divisive.
Corn Sweat won me over, right? Corn Sweat he proved himself to be a really good Superman. So maybe she'll be great.
Yeah.
But I mean, she's a drunk, right?
Yes. Well, she's drinking to deal with the trauma of having seen so many people die of her homeland. Yes.
Well, anybody who knows Jeff Sneider knows doesn't love being around drunk people or people who are drinking. You can do any other drugs you want around me, but
yeah.
I just don't love the whole, oh, I'm such a fucking hot mess. No.
Why,
I am a hot mess.
You're like, I don't want to see myself on screen. I don't want to see myself.
That's why I'm different than everybody. Everybody's like, oh, I need to see myself on the big screen. I do not want to see myself.
The Jeff Sneider life story. Dude, I'm telling you, this is what you need to be working on, is the Jeff Sneider Tales of Hollywood series. Like a whole, just like Drunk History. It would be Tales of Hollywood, but Drunk Tales of Hollywood. That would be perfect. Come on.
They already made a movie about my life, guys. It was called Shame, and it starred Michael Fassbender.
Oh, my God. CC Black 1980 says, Gunn didn't learn from the Marvels. Risky move. I don't know what that means. Learn from the Marvels. I don't know what that means.
This girl power anthem. I mean, it's not that we can't have women as superheroes.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that at all. But I'm just saying this kind of movie doesn't particularly appeal to me.
I guess so, yeah. Love Dog Savory says, hello, John. Favorite Cena matches? Mine are the Punk and Styles matches. Yeah, and probably the Brock Lesnar match. As we're about to, John Cena's about to retire officially forever from the WWE, so everyone's putting out that stuff. And it's time. The man's old. He's doing good stuff on camera. He should focus on that. Spoiler alert, popped up in an episode of Pluribus out of nowhere, which was a nice surprise, John Cena. So, yeah, the man's all over the place.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, you got to watch that, Jeff. It's a good show.
I've watched 3 or 4 of them now, and I'm just not into it.
Wow. Okay.
I'm the same thing with Severance. Remember, I didn't watch season 2, so I've been trying to like catch up because I want to make my top 10 list. And it's tough to do that without seeing Severance, but I'm like stuck on episode 3 or 4. Just don't care.
Fair point. Well, isn't that your review? That seems like your review. Why do you have to finish it? I mean, like, you just said earlier at the beginning of the show, like
the first season of Severance, if I had stopped at 3 or 4, right, I would have denied myself a great ending.
Okay, fair point.
I got to see it through.
Okay, all right, understood. Connor Easterday says, Jeff, I am a subscriber, and I agree with you about Sinners, but you have some of the shittiest taste. Oh shit, and I have ever seen. Stick to what you do. Oh, come on, Connor, go fuck yourself.
That's fine, Connor. You don't have to like my taste. I know my taste is better than your taste.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. If I subscribe to your newsletter, who am I to scoff at your taste? Like, I'm subscribing to you. Do you understand the stupidity of that? But
I mean, it's just like, so I'm the guy saying Final Destination Bloodlines is one of the best movies of the year. And I've seen it on a couple of lists, by the way. Yeah. Steven Spielberg hires these guys to do Gremlins, then hires them to do a fucking movie that he's producing at Universal. So who's smart? I see something in these guys. Spielberg sees something in these guys. But no, you guys think Sinners is better than Final Destination Bloodlines.
Well, I do think Sinners is better than Final Destination Bloodlines, but that's my opinion.
It's not. I'm sorry, but it's not.
Okay. All right, Two Black Cam says, agree with Jeff, Supergirl, the Galaxy, unexcited. All right, there you go. CC Black also, Gunn should have did Batman and Wonder Woman next. This can go bad. Maybe. Or it might be great. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm the whole super family. I don't care.
Derek Johnson, thank you, Derek. Always kind of you to stop by and send us some support lately. You've been amazing for us on the show the last few weeks. Thank you, Derek. Montero 863 says, hey guys, do you think if the Netflix deal goes through, the next step for Netflix would be to make their own theaters? And how would you feel about that? Well, Jeff just said possibly they could buy AMC. I guess that's a roundabout way of finally getting your movies in AMC theaters, Jeff. But yeah, it could be the next step.
I mean, the only question that I had is like, if they did buy AMC, are they still playing Disney movies and stuff? Or like they literally shutting out the competition?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Disney, you want your movies on the big screen? Go buy your own fucking big screen chain.
Go put it on the El Capitan. See how many people you could fit in the theaters.
I mean, I have no idea how crazy things are going to get.
Yeah, you're right. 5 years from now, this entire landscape of Hollywood is going to be different. Well, you and I might be robots. You and I might be AI.
I am AI right now.
Well, you keep glitching. Wiley OFC says, I agree. Call Me sounds like it's excited Call Me sounds like it's from Gunn's playlist, but I do think it works with the story, character, and meta context of the movie. A lot better choice than any song choice in Superman. Just awful. Yeah, and I would say the Peacemaker season 2 songs weren't that great either. So, yeah, I would agree with that. But I wish. What do you think about this, Jeff? So many people are coming after the movie saying it looks like James Gunn directed this movie. Craig Gillespie is a very accomplished director. It's a bit insulting to kind of brush him aside and claim this is a James Gunn. This isn't a Toby Hooper, Steven Spielberg situation.
I mean, it is of the same universe. I think it's supposed to sort of mimic James's style a little bit. I don't really think Craig Gillespie has a style. That's kind of why you hire the guy, because he can fit any style, really. So yeah, you're not having somebody come in and just do their own thing, because he wants it to feel cohesive.
Yeah.
I think Gillespie understood the assignment, which is why I think Gillespie is still on lists for other DC projects.
Good point. Derek Johnson also comes in and says, can't watch live, just caught this snippet. Agree with Sneider on the trailer. It was okay. I do wish they had fast-tracked the Lobo movie. I feel like Momoa in a rated R Lobo movie would smash. Well, nothing's to say they won't still do that and go forward with the Lobo R-rated movie after he's introduced in Supergirl, because he's not like the main character of Supergirl. He's going to have a part to play, but he's not the main character. It's not too
I'd much rather see a live-action Lobo movie than a Supergirl movie.
Okay, fair. Connor Przalomski, 3939 says, are we really doing Guardians of the Galaxy again? I'm with Jeff. Okay, there you go, Connor. On your side, Jeff.
I'm not alone.
Alex says, BH4UG says, truly thought Sinners was great, but something is missing. I'm with Jeff. The film is good, but overrated. Much love to both of you. All right. Thank you, Alex.
49 seems fair.
Fucking insane. Manchester McCall, having a rough day at work, just watch The Lost Bus and you'll be grateful. Great movie. Jeff and Rocha, worst movies of this year and why. I hate Die My Love. I don't really do a worst movies of the year, but do you have a list available to you, Jeff?
Yeah, because I have balls. I'm not.
I only say, if you don't have anything nice to say, guys, don't say it.
Well, I'm not one of those people, but I just have never done one. So
I will gladly give you some terrible movies.
Okay.
I mean, honestly, the worst thing I think I've seen all year is Destry Spielberg's movie. Please Don't Feed the Children.
Oh, yeah.
That's a Tubi movie, which says it all. I mean, Megan 2.0 is bad.
That's just on Peacock. I just saw that the other day. I might have to check it out finally. All right.
Fixed, that Jendi Tartakovsky animated movie with the dog getting his balls chopped off.
Right.
Dude, Mountainhead.
Oh God, that was so. Dude, I turned it off into an hour into it because I was like, I don't give a fuck about anybody in this movie.
Terrible. From the guy from Succession. I mean, there's so many. The Weeknd's movie, as much as I want to sit here and defend The Weeknd because I love The Idol, that movie was bad. Hurry Up Tomorrow. I Know What You Did Last Summer is a real head scratcher.
Yeah.
That's a bad movie. I don't care how much you like Jennifer Caton Robinson. She did a bad job.
The Electric State was pretty fucking bad.
I didn't even see that.
Oof. Snow White was bad. Him was terrible. Him would absolutely be on my top 10 worst of the year. I did not like him at all.
Happy Gilmore 2. Like, I was so psyched for Happy Gilmore 2, and that was just like one of the dumbest fucking movies I've ever seen.
Yeah. What was the guy Richie one? Fountain of Youth? Woof.
Dude, I could go on and on and on and on.
Yeah, so just to make it clear, I don't do a list. It doesn't mean I don't think I have a list.
I know.
I'm Two-Fly Cam. Shout out to C-Feed for having some balls. I respect. I agree. Stick by your thoughts. Jay Scotty Free, would you buy or sell a Small Soldiers Legacy sequel? What kind of talent would make it a buy for you? I think it'd be cool if Travis Knight and Leica took a stab, depending on the Master of the Universe. Jeff?
Yeah, the talent that would make it a buy for me, his name is Christopher Nolan. Otherwise, it's a fucking sell, my guy.
It's a straight to streaming, is what it is. That's absolutely a streaming one. Oof. What kind of talent are they gonna buy? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, Cena would probably
like. Wow, executives around town really just do a terrible job. Then I see the commenters and like what they would actually want to see made. And I'm like, okay, maybe it's for the best that these executives are executives and the commenters are the commenters.
This is what I said weeks ago, and I got so much shit for it. Moviegoers are not untouchable. Fans are not untouchable. If you can criticize executives and criticize creatives, you can criticize the fans.
Like
Jay Scotty.
Yeah.
Who was even sitting there thinking about the 1998 movie Small Soldiers?
People love that movie. I would say John Cena is the only choice to get any kind of attention on that. Sure. Derek Johnson, thank you, Derek, throwing some support to both you lovely a-holes. Thank you, Derek. I appreciate it. We appreciate it. Dennis Hoffman can't join live, but sending support. Thank you, Dennis. Shakshi Mishra says, any news for the Batman 2? There are rumors that they are casting for 2 villains with age range from 60 plus for the first one and 40 plus for the second one. Jeff, have you heard anything on the Batman 2?
I mean, okay, so it's not a credible rumor.
Okay,
I mean, I don't know how credible it is, but
don't aggregate this, even though people will.
Yeah, do not aggregate this, because I'm just telling you what the rumor is, right? If there's a rumor that all the scoopers are gonna like whisper about and be like, oh, I'm hearing something, I can tell you what that rumor is right now. I just don't know if there's any truth to it.
Okay.
You heard a rumor?
No, I've not heard a rumor. Go ahead.
The rumor, not my rumor, the rumor that multiple people are trying to sell me on,
yes,
is Brad Pitt.
Whoa! Brad Pitt as the villain.
Yeah.
Wow.
That is the rumor that I've had it come up in the DMs a few times. I mean, they produced a lot of stuff together. Pitt and Pattinson, actually. I think that they have teamed on some projects, Plan B and Ennio Arlo. So again, I don't know, but like, what does Brad have a big thing next year?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Let me take a look at his schedule real quick. Right, because there was the Edward Berger movie, The Riders, but they still haven't cast the female lead in that, and they've been dragging their heels for a while. I mean, I think Edward Berger could stand to take a year off, frankly.
Yeah, I think the Cliff Booth movie, right? That's next year.
Well, but that's filmed. I don't know if it's like wrapped, but
okay. You're saying it's filmed already.
It hasn't wrapped now. It'll wrap next month or whatever.
He's got 14 projects in the hole here, according to IMDb. So I don't know if any of them are. Oh, Chaperones, like you said, is filming.
Yeah, that's a producer, Black Hole's producer. Ocean's 14. Like, do you think that's really going to get before cameras next year? I don't personally think so.
If it does, it won't be till late, I think.
I think Warner Brothers is obviously in love with Brad, especially off of F1.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at like his projects. He's already wrapped the Ayer movie, Heart of the Beast. We're gonna have like 3 movies next year, right? It's Cliff Booth, Heart of the Beast, which I think would be ready for next year, and then I guess he could potentially have The Riders if he started filming at the top of the year. I don't know, but
okay.
Could Brad Pitt be open, from May to August? The way I'm looking at it right now, yeah.
I like it. Okay. Well, just a quick plug. I'm going to be interviewing one of the main drivers and stunt guys on F1 tomorrow, and that should be up at some point over the weekend to promote the worldwide release of F1 on Apple TV Plus. So look for that. Matt McCall says, did you like the Luther show? Idris did. I loved it. Yes, I liked Luther. I even liked the Falling Sun movie that came out on Netflix a year and a half ago, and they're bringing back Ruth Wilson is coming back, so I'm excited.
I agree. I was also excited by that news. I like Luther. Jamie points out, though, he on September 15th, there's a podcast. He sent me a YouTube link in which Matt Reeves says that he's been talking to Plan B.
Ooh.
And Jamie wrote me at the time, why would Matt Reeves be talking to Plan B about anything? They weren't involved in the Batman or the Penguin.
Right.
So, I don't know. Maybe there's smoke that fire. It beats me.
Him playing Mr. Freeze? That could be really interesting.
Do you think Brad Pitt would play Mr. Freeze?
I mean, in his universe, right? Don't think of a comic book. It'd be Matt Reeves' universe. A scientist who loses his wife or keeps her alive to try to find a cure for her, leading to his desperate state of villainy. That could be really interesting.
That could be cool. Maybe, I mean, could Brad Pitt be Hush or no?
It could be Hush. Yeah, 100%. Even more exciting.
Could he be Dr. Arkham? I mean, I mentioned Dr. Arkham in my piece.
Yeah.
And I know, like when I think about Dr. Arkham, I'm thinking of maybe somebody a little bit stranger, like an Oscar Isaac or someone like Tobias Menzies came up a while back. But like the thing, we all think of Brad Pitt a certain way.
Yeah.
What if Brad Pitt went back to like 12 Monkeys, Jeffrey Goins, right? Then I could see like that guy being Dr. Arkham. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Speaking of which, if you're not watching the new season of Welcome to Derry, Madeline Stowe, bro, still knocking out of the park. Still knocking it out of the park. Amazing. My 80s, my 90s crush still got it. Let's see. Message was called Rocha. Most extreme movie you've seen? Martyrs for me. Probably Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I don't go watch extreme movies. Someone tried to get me to watch Human Centipede. I made it 5 minutes and I couldn't do it. I had walked out. I can't do extreme movies. It's not really my thing. When I was a kid, Faces of Death, we used to rent those VHSs. I couldn't handle it, man. I'm not an extreme person. Jeff, do you have an answer?
Jeff, are you an extreme person? I don't know. I have a copy of a Serbian film on DVD behind me. You tell me.
Is that your most extreme movie?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Casey Grant says, Jeff, which is better, Dead Girl or Sinners?
Sinners is the better movie there.
There you go. Alan Smithy, is the new Spielberg alien movie called The Dish? I don't think so.
I can't tell. I honestly don't know.
I thought Jordan over there said something about that film.
They said it that it's not The Dish. That The Dish is the name of the column where the story broke. Right, the deadline has the column The Dish, and so then people just started calling it The Dish. But what if it actually is The Dish? Because I don't think. I mean, do you really think it's called Disclosure? First of all, there's already a movie called Disclosure.
That's true.
And with the tagline on the poster that, was revealed or whatever, not the poster, but, whatever the fucking thing is in Times Square, it says all will be disclosed. So is the movie really, it's like disclosure, all will be disclosed. I don't know if I buy that.
The truth is out there.
Right. It's like, it'd be a stupid tagline if the name of the movie really is Disclosure, but so
we're going to find out in a few days.
Yeah. Just be patient.
Yeah, the trailer comes out apparently attached to Fire and Ash.
It seemed like it might be called The Dish. So,
all right.
I don't know.
All right. D. Sal says thoughts on John Waters' top 10. Love the show as always. I didn't see John Waters.
I was talking about.
Okay.
He's the one who put Final Destination 2 at number 2.
Of course he would.
Number 2 of the year. Because John Waters, like myself, is a man who can think outside the box. And has taste.
You also put Eddington number 1, bro. Did
he really?
Yes. So, hold back.
Terrible place. Fuck John Waters.
Yeah, none of his top 10 are the normal top 10s of just about anybody, which makes him interesting. That's what John Waters is. John Waters.
I've seen Eddington on a bunch of lists. It's like a fucking film critic movie.
Yes, I was going to say that.
Yeah, dude. If you like Eddington, what's wrong with you?
Jeff, you don't get it. Connor Easter Day 306 says, I subscribe to Jeff's newsletter for his elite work as a scooper, not for his taste, John. LOL. Also, I said I agree on Sinners, Jeff. Much love to you.
I know. I heard you, Connor, but I do have actually excellent taste. People can't see that The Lost Bus is actually a really, really, really good movie.
I like that movie. You talked me into seeing that, and I enjoyed it. I really did. JMH Movies says, catching the replay. I've seen 125 new releases this year. Sinners is my number 30. Can I get a job at Variety? Yeah, probably.
Yes. Probably. If they were hiring. Instead, they're firing everybody.
Oh, is that what's going on? Oh, shit.
Oh, I know a reporter who was let go recently.
Wow. Bless you. 9120 says, more support. Love the show and the channel. Thank you, Derek. Appreciate you showing up on all the shows we do with your live support.
You're too kind.
Yeah, you're so kind. Thank you, brother. CC Black 1987 says, Jeff, are you surprised that Doomsday hasn't had any leaks? Also, the rumor is back for Sadie Sink playing Jean Grey. Does Marvel feel confident with Doomsday? I don't know if they feel confident about Doomsday. Maybe.
I would feel pretty confident if I were them. It's just, I guess it's a little surprising that Doomsday hasn't had more leaks, but people who make those movies take them super fucking seriously.
Yeah. Sure.
And they don't want the cat out of the bag this early. There's a whole nother year.
Yeah. True. Secular Monk says thoughts on the current Tarantino Dano thing. We talked about it last week. Yeah. Watch our show last week, Secular. Piscean Warrior. Nice. The Supergirl trailer was giving Mad Max meets any WB TV show from back in the day raised eyebrow. So I imagine that's not
a lot of response to my tweet about it, and there weren't a lot of defenders.
I had a lot of positive people, on my YouTube reaction, a lot of positive reaction.
Just a teaser, right? It's not the movie. Let's not read into it too much. But I just thought that they could have led with a much better foot forward. Bean
Dip Supreme V5V says Palm Clementioff at GalaxyCon said she saw Batista in London while visiting the Doomsday set. Surprising with his anti-Marvel tone of late. Russo magic? I don't know. I think he's going to be Brainiac. That's just my opinion.
I love it. It's like the guy has an anti-Marvel tone, so you don't think he wants to like go visit his buddies in London when he's there? Right. Like I have no idea whether he is in those movies. I can't imagine he would be. Right? Yeah. I don't think he would be. But it doesn't mean he's done with the comic book movie genre, as rumors are circling, John.
Yeah.
Rumors are floating. You know what those rumors are, right?
Batista is going to play Brainiac.
Oh, shit!
Vandal Savage?
I don't know what you just said. But, pretty crazy.
Who do you think is going to play Brainiac?
I have no idea, but if I had to put money on somebody, I guess I'd put my money on Batista at this point.
Yes. Bad Sister McCall's a Snickers wrapper scene in Rebirth is the worst. Oh, yeah. Jurassic World Rebirth is in my top 10 worst films of the year as well. Ugh.
I mean, I like Rebirth on the whole, but I don't even remember that scene.
It's the opening scene.
Oh, yeah, where it gets sucked into the thing. Actually, I like the horror opening of that.
The horror opening is good. The way you got there was ridiculous. Wayne E42 says, Hola, gents. What's up, Wayne? Always good to see you, brother man. I watched the trailer of Supergirl on my break. I was underwhelmed. However, I'm still intrigued. I'll rewatch later. I read the graphic novel it's based on, Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, which is excellent. It is excellent. I'm going to reread it over the weekend again. But yeah, it is so good. So I'm glad, I guess I feel like on the show, I'm a little bit of a minority on the trailer, but that's okay. That's okay. Drew Skizzy says Thursday Night Football, the hot mic and a bowl equals peak. Respect. Drew. Who's winning right now? I don't even know who's winning right now. Are they playing? Have they started?
Atlanta, Tampa Bay. I mean, Tampa Bay better win.
And they need to after that loss to the Saints. Derek Johnson back again. Thank you, Derek. He says, going to hit you with one more 100 for my favorite channel.
Damn, man.
Yeah. As always, dude, I love you. Thanks for showing up. When you show up for the Geek Buddies, we show up for my live shows. We show up for the hot mic.
Derek. Let me take you to lunch. Jeez.
Here you go. CC Black says, Jeff, is Sadie Sink Green Gray or not? What can you say?
I asked those questions months ago and told you what I knew then, and things change, and she's a shapeshifter. So I don't know. I don't. I've started hearing other rumors now. So,
can you say anything or no? Not yet.
Nah, I think we should save that.
All right, fair point. Man. Jeff Sneider for Leo Fish says, "Hey bros, when are you all going to get baked and stay over at each other's house and watch movies together? Get a dank burger burrito and some chips, Snickers, ice cream bar. Jeff, you look sexy as hell, bro. John, you look good too. Thank you. Although I have put on 5 pounds, I've kind of walked away a little bit from the diet, from the stuff I was doing, so I have to make a little bit more. Yeah, yeah. Like I like my peanut butter chocolate. I gotta keep it chilled up. John Roca likes a burger. Says, Jeff, any news on the Matrix reboot or Mattson Tomlin's Netflix show Terminator Zero getting a second season?
Nope.
No, nothing.
Okay. All right.
Samuel says, what movies do you think will be the dark horse at the Oscars this year? The dark horse?
The Secret Agent.
Oh, yeah. Wagner Moura.
Which I still haven't seen. I'm going to try. I may try to see it tonight. Tonight may be the night.
He might steal that win from Timothy. I don't know. Like, someone should take the mic away from Chalamet. Like, stop talking about how great you are. Like, I respect it. I love your attitude, but I know that rubs a lot of people the wrong way.
I agree. I'm with you. Like,
yeah.
I kind of love it, and it's refreshing, and he hasn't said anything false.
No.
But I can see it rubbing people the wrong way. And if you keep down this road, it could cost you. You have to be, maybe a little bit more humble.
Yeah. Play the game. You got to play the game a little bit. I get being, both Jeff and I get thumbing your nose or thumbing your finger in Hollywood's eye, but you also got to play the game a little bit if you want that award.
Yeah, I mean, he's like one of these wide receivers who's just like, I'm the best, the best in the game. I'm going to catch every ball.
That's a great point.
And you have to think like that to be the greatest. To be one of the greatest, you have to think like that.
100%.
If you're not thinking like that, you ain't going to perform like that.
Just like Tom Brady said in the most recent NFL commercial, winning is a lonely business. Not everyone's going to be able to make the sacrifices that the greats have to make, and it's a lonely road. So you got to sometimes swallow your pride a little bit. TV Guru 10 says, according to Tarantino previously being a fan and directing only 2 TV series, ER and the original CSI, but no one has appeared in any of his films from those shows. Who from those shows would fit in well in a Tarantino film? Marge Helgenberger should do more films. I think, what's his name? From Manhunter.
William Peterson.
Yeah, William Peterson would be perfect in a Tarantino film, for fuck's sake.
Yes.
Right?
I would love to see Tarantino rehabilitate that guy's career.
No shit.
He is fucking good.
I know. 100% agree with you, bro. He's so wasted on CSI. I'm like, this dude is acting rings around everybody, and he's probably at 50%.
I'll tell you what I want right now. You know what I want?
Go ahead.
Here's my pitch. Universal Pictures. Are you listening? For years, you have tried and failed to crack a reboot.
Okay.
One of my favorite B movies of all time.
Go ahead.
And that is Fear.
The Mark Wahlberg, Reese Witherspoon one?
That's right.
Yeah.
But here's what you do. You run it back. You do a sequel to Fear where Reese Witherspoon is the mom. She's got a daughter or a son who's the same thing's happening. And then guess who comes out in the third act to save the motherfucking day? Mark
Wahlberg.
William Peterson.
Oh, William Peterson, right? The dad. That's right.
Yes. Grandpa comes back.
Shit.
That's how you do the Fear.
That's amazing. That's amazing. I love it. But do the twist. Make it the son who is now getting harassed by the girlfriend. They got to make the twist.
I agree. You probably have to do something different there.
Yeah, it goes both ways. I know we love to believe society only goes one way, but there are some crazy people out there, regardless of gender, in some shitty relationships and tearing people apart psychologically. So
let me say, if Fear came out this year, I would vote for it for Best Picture. Fear is 100 times better than Sinners and One Battle combined.
You're a madman. You're utter madman for saying that. Oh my God. All right. Anonymous says the way this show started is exactly why we all religiously tune in. Love this dynamic, the disagreements, the passion, the fantastic discourse. You both do it the right way together. I wish the rest of the country would take some notes. I love you guys.
Yeah. I wish people would take notes too.
Well, because Jeff and I both know that we're arguing about fake characters of fake movies, fake scenarios. Like we're passionate about it, but doesn't mean we
top 10 lists. People are mad at grown men who work for Variety because they didn't like a movie that someone else thought was one of the 10 best movies they saw all year. Not like Variety critics don't see 300 to 400 movies a year.
It's true. They do. Fredtastic, not ready for Christmas, says, show my love for the hot mic. Thank you, Fred. Top 10 lists are like the guy doing stupid tricks on the old Letterman show. Amusing sometimes, but head shaking most of the times. I like what I like, and I make no excuses, nor do I accept excuses from others. You like what you like. Totally fair.
That's not what I'm seeing this year. I swear to God, I see it every year. It's just people trying to fit the hive mind. What is acceptable? I could never put Final Destination on a list. So I have to put fucking Peter Hujar's Day because that's an acceptable choice.
Oh, Quentin is bored as fuck. Says hello from Montreal. Oh, how do you say?
Bonjour, Montreal.
Bonjour. I guess in French Canadian. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm glad that I don't have to directly. I'm glad that I don't have to deal directly with your a-hole president. But for the both of you, how do you feel about him calling reporters piggy and stupid? He is a walking, talking block of shit. Will he be kicked out of office? Enough. Well, it's not really an entertainment thing. But I guess we can answer it, Jeff, since I'll answer if you don't want to answer. I think it's.
Answer it.
Go ahead.
I think he's embarrassing. I mean, this is just not how the president should be talking to anybody He's totally made a mockery of the presidency, and he is like a child throwing tantrums. I mean, he's ridiculous.
You let Grandpa in charge of the country now, and Grandpa is still sitting on his recliner yelling at the television. That's basically what we have for our president now, and it's horrific because people are dying. That's the worst part of it all. If he was just a nutball wandering around saying stupid shit, you could blow it off. But the fact that he's killing people, bombing boats, he's cutting USAID with USAID, which is going to cause hundreds of thousands of deaths in the next few years. I mean, there's just real ramifications. And then you go to the piggy stuff, and it's just a complete disregard for anybody questioning him. He's like an angry dad at Christmas, and so it's sad. And I agree with Jeff. An embarrassment.
Yeah,
Aspen,
they nominate, make me president. Like I shouldn't be the president.
Yeah, it's a good point. Aspen says, Jeff and John, do you have any MCU scoop or DCU scoop? Well, Jeff had something, but we can't reveal it right now. So, anything else, Jeff? Or are you good?
No, I think, I had to choose between a couple of rumors today, and I went with Banderas on True Detective. So,
I like that.
Sorry, guys. You have to wait for next week for the next one.
Or subscribe to the newsletter.
There's going to be some stuff in the newsletter the next few days. I will have scoops.
There you go. Henderson said, John and Jeff, thoughts on Bob Iger on whether Disney will back Paramount or Netflix in their deals for Warner Brothers? We haven't determined whether he will take a position or not. I don't think Disney will back either one. I don't think they give a shit. What do you think, Jeff? Do you think they care?
Yeah, sorry. This question is what?
Do you think Bob Iger and Disney will care who wins between Netflix and Paramount? I mean, yeah, for WB.
I don't know. I mean, I assume that they have a preference. Yeah. I don't know what that preference would be though. Like with Netflix, I feel like it makes Netflix like tough to catch. It makes them so much bigger but with Paramount, I mean, they're another legacy studio. So if I feel like they're probably happier that Netflix is getting them, to be honest.
Yeah, in the end, maybe you're right.
I don't know.
We'll see. This is for John. Piscea Warrior. This is for John. How many Golden Globes do you think Sinners will reasonably win, or can reasonably win? I don't know how many they're nominated for. Jeff, do you know how many they're nominated for?
Oh, I haven't. No, the Golden Globes are so ridiculous.
Here, let me take a look real quick.
How many do I think it could reasonably win?
Okay, drama, director, actor, original score, screenplay, cinematic, box office chief. I think screenplay is very much in play. I don't think drama, motion pictures in play. I think that's going to be. I don't think it's going to be them. I think it might go to Hamnet. Director, I think that's going to go probably to Chloe Zhao or Del Toro. I don't think Michael B is going to win for that. It might be Wagner Moura. Original score, maybe for that one. But so I'd say one, definitely, possibly two, but no more than that. That's my answer. I see.
I don't know. I think I'm a little bit more bullish.
Okay.
I think Michael B could win.
Okay.
I think that it could win Best Picture Drama. Again, I know Hamnet is the presumed front runner in that category, but like Sinners is way better than Hamnet. Like what? Sam is so much better. Hamnet sucked.
You're insane. You're just so utterly insane. I love you though. You're insane. If even Christian Harloff was crying at the end of Hamnet, you know that was a good movie. Drew Skizzy says, new Pluribus in 8 minutes. Great show. Yeah, I'm loving Pluribus. Gil Castillo, 976. What do you think about the movie Elf from 2003? One of the best Christmas movies? Yes, of course. Jeff, do you hate Elf too?
It's okay. It's overrated.
Oh my God.
It's a little grating. It's a little annoying.
What's your favorite Christmas?
Give me Christmas Vacation like any day.
Oh, yeah. That is
Christmas Vacation's definitely better than Elf.
That's a Jeff Sneider.
Home Alone is, a masterpiece.
Yeah. That's a Jeff Sneider movie. That's absolutely.
Yeah, Elf.
I'm Two Fly Camp says, QT defending Polanski. Yikes, QT is such a creep. Well, those quotes are from a while ago. Yeah, I mean, like I saw them pop up again. People think he just said those quotes. He said those years ago. So it's a different situation, but yeah. Cartoon 49 says, you missed my second Streamlab question, Samo. Did I, Samo? I only see one. Oh, okay. Sorry. Samuel says, I know that both of you are great at separate the art from the artist. What is your opinion on that? And what is your opinion on those who can't? Because I know one YouTuber says they won't watch Marty Supreme because Kevin O'Leary is in it. I think that's ridiculous. Listen, I'm no fan of Kevin O'Leary. I think he's absolute putz. And he's Canadian. So what the fuck's he doing opining on our country? But like, I still thought he was great in Marty Supreme.
Amazing.
And I would not see the movie because he's in it, you know.
Can you imagine only wanting to see art by people who are perfect little angels? Take Kevin O'Leary out of the movie. Didn't Josh Safdie oversee a set where a woman complained about, like everybody's got something, bro. So if that's the world you want to live in and that's who you want to see art from, you're not going to see a lot of art.
Why don't I show you what Paltrow's been selling on Goop, and you tell me how much of that shit's authentic and how much of it is a grift and a cash grab? Like, you know what I'm saying? If you're trying to find
overseas,
if you're trying to find morality in Hollywood, you're in the wrong fucking business. If you're trying to find just squeaky clean people who do only good things, you're maybe going to watch Tom Hanks films, and maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. You know, and not even that, maybe, because some of those co-stars have become problematic as time has gone on. So yeah. But thank you, Samuel. Appreciate the question. All right, Jeff, we're over time. We got to go. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Thank you for the Streamlabs and Super Chats. Jeff, let people know where they can find you and subscribe to your newsletter, brother.
TheInsnider.com for the newsletter. All kinds of craziness going on there. Going to have some very interesting scoops coming. And then tomorrow morning, I'll be live on Perry's channel for a new episode of FYC. Excuse me. New episode of FYC. We're going to talk about Best Picture again.
Oh, boy. Has it changed? Have you talked about it already? So has it changed?
Yeah, I've talked about it a couple times. It's always changing, and movies are going up and down and falling in and out. So, yeah, we're going to give it one more go-around because below-the-line categories don't get clicks on YouTube.
Do they see? They don't. Do they have Sinners in their top 10s? Do you know?
Of the year?
Yeah.
Oh, I have no idea what their top 10s look like. I'd be a little surprised if they did. But.
Okay. All right. Fair point. One last thing, Jeff. Thoughts on the University of Michigan coach? What madness is that? Have you read all that?
We don't. No.
Craziness. Man.
College football. You're talking to the wrong guy. I was the quarterback of the NYU football team.
All right. Well, as for me, you can follow me at The Rocha Says on all social media platforms. Please remember to subscribe to the channel. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell button. Leave us your thoughts on all the comments or all the topics we covered today. And don't forget, we are a podcast. The goal for 2026 is to get us thousands of subscribers on the podcast so we can make a little bit of money there. It would be nice. Please remember to subscribe to the podcast as well. Tens of thousands of you watch the show. Please subscribe to the podcast. We would appreciate it badly. All right. For my partner, Jeff Sneider, I am John Rocha. This is Hot Mike, and we'll talk to you next week with another brand new episode here on the channel. Peace. Until then.